بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all are fine, safe and sound at home. My dear students, as you already know that we had completed reading poem Dreams, which is written by Langston Hughes, and we had already discussed the paraphrases of the poem as well. Today we are going to discuss the exercise of this poem a little bit. So look at your notes. Question number 1 is, what is the theme of the poem? Now what is the motive of the poem? What is this poem specifically about? Answer is, Dreams is an impressive poem written by Langston Hughes. The poem gives us message that we should be true and honest to our aims of life. Dreams are our mission of life. It gives strength to struggle for our success. The poem tells us that people who don't have dreams live very unhappy, hopeless and miserable life. So this is the theme of the poem. I hope you have understood. Question number 2 is, how important do you think dreams are? Explain. Now in this answer, you have to explain the importance of dreams in your life. Okay? Answer is, dreams are very important for us to live a happy and respectable life. Dreams give us ideas and aims. Following our dreams, we can work hard to make them true. We learn that dreams are very important for happy and successful life. The only purpose in man's life is fulfilling his dreams. So that is why dreams are really important for a successful and happy life. Question number 3 is, identify an example of a word or phrase that is repeated in the poem. Explain why the poet makes this repetition. Answer is, the poet repeats the word phrase dream, and if dreams die when dreams go, the poet repeats these words because he wants to emphasize the importance of dreams in life. And you can also mention the other 2 lines in this answer as well. Hold fast to dreams, because this sentence is used in first stanza. Hold fast to dreams, and the same sentence is repeated again in the second stanza as well. So you can include that line as well in this answer. Understood? Question number 4 is, identify an example of personification. Explain what is being personified. Now what is personification? All these are literary devices, figurative language, which is used by the poet, okay, and it is basically used in a poem. So now what is personification? Personification is like representation of a thing or abstraction as a person or by the human form. When you are giving human qualities to non-living things, so that is called personification. Answer is, the device personification has been used in the poem Dreams. The poet has compared life to a bird that cannot fly without dreams. Similarly, the poet uses a human characteristic holding to non-living thing, dreams. Dreams are non-living, okay? It is a non-living thing, which is personification. Understood? Now your next question is, identify lines containing metaphors. What ideas are being conveyed by these metaphors? Metaphors and simile. Both are, I think you are well aware of the terms metaphor and simile. Metaphor and simile both are used for comparison, okay? So here we are going to see that what metaphors are used by the poet. In the poem, line 3 and line 7, when he compares life to broken winged bird, in line 3 the poet compares the life to a broken winged bird and a barren field. Barren field line 7 में compare करता है. Understood? Metaphor is used by the poet. It conveys the idea that how much dreams are important in our life. Your next question is, list the alliterative words from the poem Dreams. Now, what is alliteration? What are alliterative words? Alliteration is usually the repetition of, I must say, the repetition of usually initial consonant sounds in two or more neighboring words. Okay? There are some alliterative words in the poem which can be found in line 2. If dreams die. Look at D and D. It is repeated 2 times, so it is alliteration. If dreams die. And in last line, field frozen with snow. Which two consonants are repeated? F, F. Field frozen with snow. Understood? Question number 7 is how imagery is used in the poem. Imagery is like mental images. It is also a figurative language. Okay, when you are reading a poem, so certain images would come in your mind. The poet has beautifully used the device imagery. He uses words like broken winged bird and barren field frozen with snow to create images in the mind of the readers. Next question is, what is the mood of this poem and how does it make you feel? Answer is, the mood of the poem is very cold and sad. However, the poet encourages the readers to hold fast to their dreams because without them life is dull and bleak. So that's all for today. I hope the answers are really easy for you. You have fully understood all the answers. Inshallah, in next video we are going to start reading the next unit 4. So thank you so much for today. Allah Hafiz.
اللهم انفعنا بما علمتنا وعلمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما.